What's up guys, I'm Chris Doughty, aka Doughtinator. I bet you didn't expect this. A week where there's a Group 1 race on and we're doing race B in the Group 4 cars. But we're doing it because the race is wet. For the first time ever, I think, in GT Sport, Group 4 cars in the wet for a daily race. And we're going to go cockpit view. We've got the Subaru WRX and we're going to start the race from the back of the grid. And we didn't really do much practice. We literally just went with couple of laps around the track and we're going to go straight into it now. You're going to see where we get it right, get it wrong, and the perils of this wet race. First advice for anybody doing this race: brake early. Brake around 25 meters earlier than you would do in the dry, and be careful of the track limits. As we did there, we ran wide trying to avoid some cars on the inside and smashed into the barrier, and we're just starting to realize how wet the track is. So a bit of bump and barging, and we're going to go full Colin McRae, opposite lock all the way, and we're going to try and get the car straight, and we are back on the track again. But we got a penalty for that one. Too much drifting, maybe that penalty is for. No, it was actually a track limits penalty. Just clipped the inside and broke track limits on the inside of the corner there. But yeah, although we're running in four-wheel drive cars, you still need to respect the throttle. There is very little grip. Get your car on the brakes early, get your turn done, and focus on your corner exit speeds. We're going to do exactly that right now. Get a great corner exit and put a pass on that Mazda down the main straight. We still have a penalty to serve, but we're looking to race forwards as we always do and get the car stopped nice and early for this first corner. Get the clip, don't run too wide on a corner exit. That was absolutely perfect for us there. Again, this braking zone here, you need to get on the brakes very early. The braking zone basically curves around the corner. You want to stay as tight as you possibly can. The best thing to do on corner exit here is stay to the right hand side and carry your speed on the left hander. We don't do that, and you can see we're running wide on the exit of that left hander, and that leaves us slow all the way down this kind of straight here. We are serving a penalty this lap, so it matters a little bit less, but that is the way to get the best corner exit speed to give you a chance of passing someone into this corner here. So now we're going to start lap number 3 as we're barely keeping it in track limits. And I've got to admit, guys, this is a really fun race. I'm going to do this a little bit more. I want to do a lot of Group 1 racing. The race C this week looks fantastic too, so it's a difficult week with two great choices of races. But I'd highly recommend doing at least 1 or 2 races. Just embrace the chaos. It's going to be chaotic. People are going to get their braking points wrong. Yeah, it's good fun, guys. I really do think it is great. I do like the variety. I love it when GT Sport throw in a random race now for race B. And actually looking at it, race A this week, the Lamborghinis, that could be a fun race too. So I might try that one out as well, go reserve driver from the back and see what happens. If you are enjoying this video, hit that like button, consider subscribing if you haven't already. Also check out the link in the description below for the Race Asylum Discord. Race Asylum, the Discord, it's here to help you get faster in GT Sport, as we're going to try and do exactly that now and put a move on that Mitsubishi. Although we are going to be on the outside into turn 1, I think he might return the favour in the braking zone. Keep an eye on the radar. We're going to get on the brakes early and he's going to be later on the brakes, and we are unable to turn in and pushed a little bit wide there, and that might be a track limits penalty. I don't think we're going to get away with that one. Yeah, track limits. Another thing to note is when we're lining up on the grid, we saw a lot of the cars have their window wipers on, but for some reason my window wipers aren't working. Let me know in the comments below why that might be. I think I need to map a button to the window wipers, but luckily maybe we've got some almost a problem there for the Spanish drivers. We're going to catch that massive slide, and yeah, it's good fun to drive this is, guys. Yeah, luckily maybe we've got some Rain X on that windscreen to keep that rain beading away. But yeah, playing GT Sport in the wet weather, it's great fun. Another tip for this race, choose the heavy wet tyres. The car defaults with intermediate tyres, and they are not the fastest tyres for these conditions. The heavy wet tyres are the ones to use. Skipping forward now to the end of lap number 5. Yellow flags are out, so there's drama ahead. is we're going to be closing into the back of the Italian driver for 10th position. Can we get that top 10 position starting lap number 6? So there's 2 to go, and we're going to look, well, we're not really going to look to the inside, we're just going to offset our braking just to get a bit of visibility, but we're going to try and focus on our corner exit here, and yeah, a bit of a wobble from that driver ahead, and we're going to get that move done on the corner exit. Going to work out absolutely perfect. Actually, I didn't quite catch what car that was. That might have not been a four-wheel drive car, and they are going to suffer massively. So I think the go-to cars for this track is going to be the kind of rally-based cars, the four-wheel drive cars. We've got the Mitsubishi Lancer, and you've got the Subaru WRX. Penalties for drivers ahead. Is that going to be enough for us to get alongside, as we're going to be approaching the final lap any minute? Not enough to affect a pass. Fantastic Subaru livery there in the car ahead. Can we get a better corner exit? Looking to the inside, that's going to compromise the exit. Bit of a catch of a slide, but we're not going to get that move done. Starting the final lap now, we will be able to sneak ahead of the British driver ahead of us, offsetting our braking just to really get a bit of a vision of the braking zone, and looking to get a corner exit here. Not quite going to work out for us now. That was a great corner exit from that driver ahead. A huge shout out to you. And now on the difficult braking zone, trying to get the car turned, get the car, we're just losing the back end a little bit there. Trying to keep the car to the right hand side so you get a good cutback, as the driver ahead has gone very wide on that left hander, and we're losing time, massively losing time now. So you see the importance of taking that right hand position to get the best entry speed for the left-hander, and now the race is finished for the leader. We're not going to quite be able to catch up with the drivers ahead, but let me know what you're going to do this week. Is it going to be some race B action in the wet? If you've enjoyed this video, hit that like button, consider subscribing if you haven't already, and we'll catch you in the next one.